Hey y'all, welcome back to Real Raw and Sweet Tarot. If you are new here, welcome. If you are a returning member to the Soul Tribe, welcome back. Gemini, this is your reading. We have a full moon in Libra tomorrow. So you may be feeling like really balanced out. You just want peace. You don't want any animosity. That is the energy of the moon setting in. Also, it's just a time you could be like really getting aesthetically pleasing things because Libra is ruled by Venus. My sign is ruled by Venus. We're all about aesthetics, beauty, balance, relationships. Also, it's about your personal values as well. So things that you hold close to you, hold dear to you. I feel like you're going to really be taking advantage of that at this time. So please keep that in mind. And a lot of people are going to be balancing out relationships as well during this full moon. Everybody's about wanting peace and just operating off of love because, like I said, Libra is ruled by Venus. So that is the planet of love and balance and fairness as well. So if you feel like things have been on the rockiness with any type of relationships, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. Any type of relationships, just know I feel like you're going to want to be fair to somebody that has wronged you, or somebody's going to want to be fair to you, okay? Oh, hold on one second. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's put some lip gloss on. Okay, so, Gemini, we're going to hop right into your energy and see what's going on for the remainder of October for you. Let's see. I feel like we should dive into your finances first. But something is drawing me to give you guys a 3-card pull, so maybe there's like a lesson that needs to be heard right now. I'm going to give you guys a 3-card pull, what you need to stop doing, what you need to focus on, and what will bring you more peace. So let's start with that. For Gemini, what do they need to stop doing that's hindering their growth? What does Gemini need to stop doing at this time? What does Gemini need to stop doing? The Knight of Wands in the reverse. A lot of you guys could be like runners. You could feel like you always want to run away from a situation instead of just like gently being bold with what you really want. So I'm seeing like maybe you should stop running away from what you really truly want to do. If there's a certain way you want to express yourself, it could be your hair, your nails, your clothes. I just feel like you're holding yourself back in some type of way. So maybe that's really what you need to stop doing. You don't want to be bold and fearless. You just want to stay like in your own little bubble. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? But I feel like there comes a point in time where we do have to be bold and fearless, because that's when we feel like we're our best selves. Knight of Wands in the reverse. Also, some of you guys could have Sagittarius in your chart. You don't have to. Let's see what you need to focus on. What does Gemini need to focus on? The 6 of Swords in the reverse. Okay. A lot of you guys could have been in a relationship that you didn't move on from so peacefully, okay? It could have been a lot of chaos. It could have been a lot of rude words exchanged, a lot of back and forth. But you need to focus on what brings you into peace, what brings you into a better light, a better aura, because it is changing something within you. It could be within your personality, the way you talk to people, the way you treat people. I feel like there was a relationship that didn't end on a good note and you didn't move on peacefully. You still left feeling unhealed, unanswered questions. A lot of trauma still came with this relationship. What else with the 6 of Swords in the reverse? I usually only pull 1 card for each, but something's telling me keep going. The 10 of Wands, that's what I'm saying. This is still a huge burden to you. Whatever happened in whatever relationship, you could have been dealing with an Aquarius, another Gemini. You could have been also dealing with a Libra, okay? But this 10 of Wands here is showing me like this is such a huge weight on my shoulders. The fact that I just can't move on. I can't move on and be calm. I can't just get over somebody and be like, oh yeah, everything's at peace now. That's not what I'm doing. And that's definitely the Gemini in you. It's all about how you communicate with people. If you still feel like you're stuck on something, you're not going to be able to just move on peacefully. And I'm literally looking at my paper over here. You are ruled by Mercury, all about communication, learning, and reasoning, how you think and speak while processing information. You're a fast talker, deep thinker, and you're also a problem solver. So I feel like that's another thing. A lot of you guys probably tried to fix this relationship time and time again, until you really finally realize this isn't going to work. And that's also something that burdens you now. So your focus right now, focus on moving on peacefully, accepting things for what it is. Don't let something weigh on your shoulders so much and stress you out so much that you're not able to elevate, that you're not able to excel and give yourself true inner peace. And last question, what will bring Gemini more peace? What will bring Gemini more peace? The Nine of Pentacles. Finding your independence again. Finding what makes you thrive at all times. So when you're alone, you can never really truly feel lonely because you know how to thrive in your independence and you don't have to be dependent on a relationship or feel like the only way peace is going to be in my life is if I'm in a relationship with this person, or if I have somebody that makes me feel like, wow, they're bringing a lot of weight to my shoulders, but at the same time, it's like I need that's what I feed off of. So Gemini, I feel like a lot of you guys really do feel like you want the responsibility of someone. And I'm not saying like you want to take care of someone like a child. It's just like the need in you to want to solve the problems for somebody. You always are thinking deeper rooted. So if somebody's like, this is what's going on with me, it's like, I really feel like we should dive into this and this is what we should figure out. And this is how everything will work out. You're just always the one trying to fix everything. So I could get that, needing that crutch. You don't want to, since you're the problem solver, you don't want to be in this energy like, I know how to be independent, but I don't want to be. I want to be able to help somebody and be there for them and be their shoulder to lean on. So I get that. What else does Gemini need to see for the month of October? The Two of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. You can't move on peacefully. There's a separation between you and a soulmate. The Two of Cups is all about somebody you were supposed to meet. You met this person for a reason. There's lessons that could be learned. For some of you guys, this could be a karmic soulmate. It doesn't have to be. What else for Gemini with the Two of Cups in the reverse? This could also be a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Nine of Swords in the reverse. Somebody could be having like really, really bad stress and anxiety about the fact that you guys are apart. Some of you guys are healing from a separation as well. That's what I'm seeing. A lot of you guys could be in this healing energy, but I'm also seeing somebody else. They are really stressed. Somebody could be having nightmares. They could be staying up late at night as well, just in their head thinking about this. What else with the Nine of Swords in the reverse? Is this Gemini or is this somebody else? Yeah, somebody's stressed. Somebody is stressed out. What's the Nine of Swords in the reverse? The Three of Pentacles. Somebody stressed out because y'all just couldn't get along. Y'all couldn't work together. The Three of Pentacles is all about support, knowing how to have that teamwork there to get to a common goal, to get to not a common goal, but the same goal. Like y'all want the same thing. We're trying to get to the same goal, but it's like we just can't get along. We can't work together to get there. Page of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, somebody could have been really immature. Somebody could have been blowing up your phone saying nasty things as well. The communication was off. I just feel like somebody's super immature. This, for some of you guys, this could have been somebody you went to school with. You could have grew up with this person, okay? And then here we have the World right behind it, your first major arcana of the day. I feel like you're viewing this person in a whole different light. And I say that because it's like, you know, your world looks different without this person in it, but your world looks different without this person in it. Say it twice. You get what I'm saying? It's not bad. And it's not that it's good either. I just feel like you're in acceptance. That's the most hugest thing of your reading thus far. I feel like you're in acceptance of how everything has played out. And it's like, my world looked the same with or without you in it. Sure, it might have been some different things when you were there. I might have got some little brownie points for some things, but it's like all around my world is still okay without you in it. That's the acceptance of finding the peace. Like, I'm able to move on from somebody and not have it be the most biggest thing ever that shatters my world and makes me feel like everything's just going to mess up. So I love that this card came out, because it's like, regardless of the miscommunication, regardless if you really feel like somebody was your soulmate, you healed from this. You're not stressing this no more. You're not letting the anxiety play on your mind. Also, 2 of Cups in reverse. Somebody could be in a connection with somebody else, but you're also recovering from that. I just feel like you see that y'all just couldn't work together regardless. Y'all couldn't work together. It was never going to be able to be that team unit like you really wanted. So now you're realizing my world is different without you in it, but it's at the same time, it's like my world is still okay without you in it. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. The 5 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You finally made up your mind. It's not worth the battle. I'm not going to keep fighting for it. And you know how I literally was just talking about your sign and how you're problem solvers. You always feel like I have to be the one to solve the problem to fix this in the relationship. And I'm going to be the one that really thinks deeper for the both of us. Like, I'm looking at the principle of the situation and how it's going to turn out in the end. 5 of Swords. It's not worth the battle. It's not worth the fight. Everything that has happened between y'all has been supposed to happen. The 5 of Swords card, you see like how he's in the back and he's like, I just feel defeated. I'm done. And that's another person standing in the front like, all right, do you want some more? It's over. Every word, harsh thing that y'all could have said to each other, every fight, every argument, every text message, every miscommunication that y'all have ever had, it's really not worth it anymore to keep going back and forth. You're going to keep wasting your time. 8 of Swords in the reverse. You finally freed yourself from this overthinking mental prison of the things. Do you really want to go back and keep arguing with them? It's time for the ceasefire. It's time for you to accept how your world is without you being the one to solve the problem all the time. Gemini, you're going to meet somebody that comes into your life where they're going to meet you halfway. You're not going to have to feel like I have to be the problem solver. I have to be the one that's in control of the whole relationship, just being I'm the only one. It's supposed to be 50-50. I don't care what nobody says. It's supposed to be 50-50. Not when it comes to every aspect in the relationship, but when it comes to like emotions and love, yeah, it's that give and take. Okay, so Gemini, I really truly feel like you're going to find somebody in your life that makes you feel like, wow, I don't have to solve every problem. They're meeting me halfway. They're helping me solve it too. I don't know why these are turned the wrong way. This is from Pisces reading yesterday, y'all. So give me a second. Sorry. But yeah, definitely love this for you. All about acceptance. It really is. All right. Yeah. So now we're going to get into the What's the News deck. And we're just going to get a little more confirmation for you guys and see what's going on. All right, for Gemini Spirit, what do they need to know, see here for the remainder of October for Gemini? Machismo, masculine pride, toxic masculinity, meeting manly expectations. So who's in their ego? Who's overly masculine? Because yes, that is a thing. Okay. Yeah, I feel like somebody feels like they have to meet a certain criteria and act a certain type of way because that makes them more of a man. No, it actually doesn't. What else for Gemini? Channeling Gemini. Excuse me. Black sheep, rebelling, going against expectations, defying norms. I actually love this card because a lot of people do end up feeling like they're the black sheep of the family. But I'm here to tell you something. The black sheep is usually the one that thrives the most. Honestly. You are so different and you branch out so different than everybody else. You go against society's norms, and that's what will make you forever stand out and get more attention than everybody else. So every time that card comes out, I kind of just like to think a lot of people are envious of the black sheep. Remember that. Okay. What else for Gemini? And you want to know something, since you're reading has been all about like relationships and trying to solve the problems. Maybe like a lot of people in your family are in really, really good relationships or something like that. And maybe people feel like you're the black sheep because you're the only one that always tries to make something work with somebody, but it doesn't ever work out. Like it doesn't ever go as far as you want it to. And then we have extra coming out. Dramatic, trying too hard, shit starter. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody's so extra. They're a fucking clown. There's a lot of red here, and I feel like that's connected to somebody's root chakra. The way somebody was raised or the way somebody grew up, they grew up childish. They never grew up. That's what it really is. What else for Gemini? Oh, Bonnie and Clyde, baby, is you down to ride, period. So I feel as though that's that Two of Cups in the reverse energy coming out. Like I said, you could have been dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But you really felt like this is somebody that you really had a soul connection with. But I'm saying, like, if you learned a lesson with this person time and time again, that is a karmic soulmate. It could also be a karmic twin flame with this Bonnie and Clyde card coming out, okay? But, and there's also a lot of blue in this card as well. I really feel like a lot of you guys were dealing with a water sign. You don't have to be, but yeah. You really felt this was somebody that you could face anything with, but you didn't want to keep being the problem solver. You want somebody that's going to meet you halfway now. And look, we have rebound. That's what I'm saying. Did somebody use you as a fucking rebound? That's why they never wanted to solve no problems with you. That's why they never wanted to be like, all right, let me do my half. Let me do my part. Let me put in my work. Because they probably were Two of Cups in the reverse in a connection with somebody else. They already had feelings for somebody else. There was already a connection somewhere else when they were involved with you. And I feel like somebody did use you as a rebound. That came out right underneath Machisimo. So yeah, somebody could like playing basketball. Shit, there's basketball players on this card. Somebody could be into working out. Somebody could be into sports in general, okay? And yeah, somebody used you as a rebound. And then now they're in a connection over there with that person. And now they feeling bad. Now they got nightmares. Now they stressed out. How the fuck you stressed out when you did it? That be killing me. That's the biggest thing that doesn't make sense to me. And then here we have sneaky link, hidden lover, low-key situationship, side piece. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. Some of you guys could have a sneaky leak because that did come out underneath black sheep. And then we have penny pinching, financial struggling, saving up, budgeting. Yeah. So whoever the fuck the clown is coming out underneath extra here. Yeah. Somebody don't got no money. That's another reason why they probably stressed out. You were probably, since you're the problem solver of the relationship, you were probably helping them out financially too. Now they mad. Now they want to be extra. Now they want to start shit. One more card for Gemini. Unbelievable. I swear. You know, people will act the way that they act and then be surprised when you treat them the way that you treat them. I asked for one more, but we got two. So the last two we have are lipstick evidence, infidelity, caught cheating, betrayal, and swept up. Head over heels, falling in love, intense emotions. What did I say? That Two of Cups energy. You really were head over heels for this person. Like swept off your feet. Like, damn, I did not expect somebody to come in and start treating me like this. Honey, talking to me like this. I feel like, yeah, you really didn't expect it. But the lipstick evidence, infidelity, caught cheating, betrayal. Yeah, you saw this person was cheating. They had feelings for somebody else. They were in a connection with somebody else. Like I said, Two of Cups in the reverse. The fact that lipstick evidence is coming out now, you could have literally physically caught somebody cheating. I mean, I hope that didn't happen though, Gemini, because I feel like that could have got a little messy, okay? But yeah. Focus on how your world is going to look for you now. New opportunities are opening in love, finances, everything. Every area is opening for you. So your world is about to look different. And I just need you to be in acceptance, Gemini, of how your world is going to look without this person. Accept the fact that it's still going to be good. It's still going to be plentiful. May your cup runneth over, Gemini. This was your reading. I hope it helped. I hope it resonated. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.